Shenanigans.
You mean shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Evil shenanigans.
Shenanigans, right?
So what's up with the book? I kind of giving you crap when you came in because I'd seen a bunch of people on Facebook opening a drawer with the book and then doing all sorts of things,
it's
trying to nonchalantly tell you that they've read the book.
Yeah, it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, a counterintuitive approach on living a good life by Mark Manson, New York Times bestseller. I just had a few of my friends refer me to it. They just said, "Hey, man, you should probably read this." Mm-hmm. You know, and it's one of those "don't judge a book by its cover" type of things for sure.
I like orange.
Yeah, it's cool. It's, for example, some of the chapters. I'll just tell you the names of the chapters. Chapter 1, don't try. Chapter 2, happiness is a problem. Chapter 3, you are not special. Chapter 4.
I like the book already.
Chapter 4, the value of suffering.
Amen to that. Cleanses the soul.
And chapter 5, you are always choosing. Chapter 6, you're wrong about everything.
Everything.
7 is failure is the way to move forward. Chapter 8, the importance of saying no. Chapter 9, and then you die. Mm-hmm. So I just, you find yourself...
Is it mostly just about not worrying?
About what to worry about. You want to give your fucks to fuck-worthy causes.
Ah.
And how much fucks is something actually worth? And the book, he cusses, I don't want to say through the whole thing, but he talks just like anybody, you or I.
You use that to put an emphasis on things.
Yeah.
I like to use fuck a lot.
It's kind of like, I want to call it a self-help book, I would say. But it just gives you insight from a different perspective from the outside looking in, and a lot of things are counterintuitive.
Oh, sorry.
Like the things that you care the most about, you put the most effort into, you're more than likely going to fail the hardest.
Ruin them.
Yeah. And he says some of the things you don't care so much about when you perform the task, you're a little more carefree, and you seem to heed better results. I'm like halfway through the book now, and it's a good read. I would... Any regular person that has to work a job and has stressful, just the daily stresses of life, I think it's a great read. He's got another book called Everything Is Fucked, a book about hope. I'm gonna probably pick that one up next.
So I'm gonna give you another book to look out for. So number 1, these books were written way long time ago, back in the 30s.
I'm sure.
So the one that I read recently was How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Right.
It's outstanding. It's all about understanding that the people that you're dealing with don't give a shit about you. They care about themselves.
Right.
And it's how you relate to them is what makes you important to them. And when you're important to somebody, they tend to be more, they like you. They want to do things for you. They want to be more a part of, they care about you as much as they start to care about themselves.
Right.
And the other one is called Stop Worrying, Start Living, which is basically what this book.
Yeah.
Dale Carnegie, 1936.
Right. I mean, this couldn't be a new concept.
No, but his is for today's people.
Right.
If you try to read Dale Carnegie's, it is 1936 speak.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
yeah,
so it may not relate as easy. Like for me, I'm a huge documentary nerd. So for me, I like to hear the funny way things are said. Mm-hmm. In fact, I like to use ebonics, and I'm a white kid from Oregon. I use them, ironically, but I enjoy it. This is from what I was figuring is basically the new version. He does the same thing. Don't worry about things. You know what? Put effort into things you love. Don't. You can't control it. So what? What's worrying going to do? It's going to kill you is what it's going to do.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of the big, undertones in that book, or actually would be the main message.
Yeah,
just
it's
in
great.
An underlying kind of way.
This is a good book for people today, I think, as opposed to...
Absolutely, because I was problems at work and this and that, and just at every...
Did it lower your shoulders?
Yeah, in a way, and it's funny too. Like you get into it, and the dude has these
scenarios.
Yeah, scenarios and these one-liners, and you find yourself laughing a lot while you're reading it, and it really kind of reaches out and
sounds like a book about real life.
Oh, it's very real.
Yeah,
it's cool, and
it's going on my list already. I saw the thing for it.
I went and I called up the Rogue Reader here in town, Oregon Books on F Street or whatever, right across from the taco spot. And the lady's like, "Yep, got one copy left." And I said, "Oh, I will be down there in 10 minutes." And
I'd like to say that's Lupitas.
Lupitas,
best street tacos in town.
They have some great street tacos.
Gabe's family. So Gabe, this one's for you and your mom and dad.
Yeah, dude, El Pastor all the way, man.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
And Gabe is a friend of my son's.
Okay.
They used to go to Gabe's house after school because he lived right by the high school. And I was like, you get to eat Lupitas every day. God. Because they go in there and they eat all their food. I have to owe these people like $1,000. Because, I mean, that's how much both my kids go to their house and eat all their food at their house.
How couldn't you? You know, like.
You think it's any different at the home?
No, I grew up with my stepdad. Well, he's my dad, but you know.
I know what you mean.
His Hispanic family, so.
Good food.
Oh man, Christmas time would come around and be.
They go nuts.
Chile Colorado, abundagas.
Have never had any of that.
Tamales. Oh my god.
Never had
Grandma would cook all this up, and I remember one year I went and.
Come on, mijo. Come have me.
Yeah, and it was great. And then one year, so I haven't seen them in a while. We went for Christmas, and she made ham, and I was like, I was so. She's like, "What's wrong? You look so sad." And I'm like, "Where's the tamales and abundagas?" Like, "Oh, we did ham this year and mashed potatoes." I'm like,
The hell?
Like, no,
That's not
what
Christmas.
the white people do. Like, and we joked about it, but no, I grew up eating all that food and love Mexican food. I think everybody does, really. But
So, do you have any idea what your ethnicities are?
oh man,
We did Caleb's 23andMe, so
I haven't done the. I'll tell you what I know.
What
from
you've been told.
What I've been
Okay.
told. So
this is always fun.
on the father's side,
Uh-huh.
Lithuanian. So that's in between.
I have Lithuanian
in between
family.
Belarus
Yep.
and
My Uncle Joe, the Suessos, they're Lithuanian. And it's weird because they all look like, in the shots from Ellis Island, they all look like, imagine 1849 banditos from Mexico,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just scraggly dark beards and big dudes. These dudes are huge people,
Okay.
right? Anyways, so got a whole bunch of pictures of those guys.
Right. So dad's side was said to be some Lithuanian, I'm guessing German.
Probably.
And then my grandfather, who lives here in town, his father came over in, I want to say, the early 1900s, 1910s-ish, and he was straight from Sicily.
Oh, wow.
Sicilian. Full-blooded.
Yep. Connected.
And his wife ended up being from Louisiana. I remember that. That's about all I really know.
So, like, possibly French.
Could
maybe a
be,
little French.
yes. Yeah, I would say so.
That was a big colony.
Antoinette White was her name.
Yeah, that sounds
And
like a pretty...
Manuel Puma. So the
Wow.
name Puma, that's my grandfather's name. His last name's Puma, from Sicily. So grandpa's, I'd say half Sicilian or better. He's a little short, tan, little Italian guy.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, we got some Italian, Lithuanian. And then I guess grandma was German, Norwegian.
Yep.
And I heard Dutch in there somewhere, so I'm sure we're just a European breed.
Yeah, it was funny. We got the 23andMe back, and it was just Europe.
Yeah, they're like
Just a circle
somewhere
around.
here.
No, all of it from here.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I'm an Aryan. I'm like, oh, man. But then the Ashkenazi Jew was in there, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah,
because on both sides of the family, we knew that there was Jew, relatives. So it was all right. So we're European and European Jew, basically.
More or less, okay. Yeah, we were just Italian, Lithuanian, with a touch of the Norwegian.
Did you ever hear how copper wire was invented?
Negative.
It was an Italian and a Jew fighting over a penny.
Gotcha. Yeah, Grandpa's that way.
A little bit of a penny pincher.
Yeah, but he didn't get where he is today
That's right.
without being penny
Yeah.
pincher,
Yep.
So,
Every rich person you meet, for the most part,
Cheapskate.
they're pretty cheap.
cheapskate.
Maybe not cheap, but they
had
watch
to-
their money
Yes.
very closely.
Yeah, and I wasn't that way for a while until a few years ago. I started, pennies on the ground. You pick them up, you put them in the jar at home. Yeah, how long does it take you to do?
I don't know. I can't do it on the lot. It's bad juju.
If you're, oh, is it really?
If you have change in your pocket, you work on the lot, you throw that change on the ground, and you'll always watch to see the new guys. They come around picking it up. They ain't gonna last.
I've picked it up for years, because especially
Please do.
when I was detailing.
I can't. It's bad juju. If you're a car salesman picking up change, you need to
Okay.
change
Well, I've
jobs.
worked in service always, so maybe it was different.
Oh
but-
no! When I clean cars for my parents' car lot, bags and pockets
Yeah, I
full
would
of
have
change.
jars, but I would just, and I started doing metal recycling, aluminum cans.
Right.
Just people, I'd put a can in the shop.
I remember we talked about
aluminum
this.
Cans, and if you're saving every penny you get, if you're in the black every day, it's not stupid.
I don't drink sodas, but I can understand. Nate used to do it in the
Dude, those cans fill up, and
right.
nobody does shit with them. So I go down.
Laziness.
And I have a little ledger. I write every penny in, or not the pennies, but you know what I mean. Every
I know what you
gain,
mean.
every gain. And if it's a $35 day at the bottle drop, plus $35 goes in the thing. I write it in the book and goes in the safe. And once I get X amount of dollars, goes into the bank account.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that's how I'm building my business account. And I mean, I was doing all like the scrap metal at work, just mostly aluminum and stuff. When I was doing plumbing, when we do a repipe, we'd take every bit of copper and brass we could find.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, to me, it was free money, a little elbow grease.
Of course it's free money. You just got to get it there.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're already going from A to B, it's just carry a little extra, I guess. But no, it adds up fast, and that's what people don't get. Like,
there's a lot of money out there that people step over.
Yeah, and they spend frivolously too on stupid shit. Like a friend of mine.
I like to buy stupid shit too, man. I don't know. I can't. What can I say?
A friend of mine that we've known for a long time. His mother's like my mother. I owe her a great deal of respect for being there when we were children, and I would call her when we got in trouble because my dad just didn't deal with anything. You're getting beat up.
Yes, I get it. I know. Yeah, he's a yelling dad.
Oh yeah, and the belt would come off. He's like Indiana Jones with that thing. He could grab you around the ankle.
Whip your ass.
So, he had moved up here, and he's running out of money. Mom's sending him money all the time, and we talk. She texts me. Where's all his money go? Like, and
cocaine.
I was like, well, no, because he had stopped.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
The drug habit. Yeah. And I was like, well, what? I don't understand. What do you mean? So, we send him X amount every month. Keeps needing more money. I'm like, well, who doesn't need more money? But okay, I see your concern. So I got to thinking, where's money? And I was looking in the wrong places. He would drive me to work most days. We would do this carpool thing when I was the only one in the house working because of the baby and my wife. And it just hit me one day. As I'm getting into the car, moving all the 5-hour energies and the Red Bull cans so I have a place for my feet. And then I sent her a picture while we were cleaning the car one day. So I was like, hey, I'm going to take all your cans and all your stuff. Like, I'm going to take the recycling. So I lined up all the cans.
There's your money.
All the 5-hour energies, and then a bunch of receipts I stapled together from Taco Bell, this, that, the other thing. And
living high on the hog, huh?
I took the picture, sent it to her. So what's that? I'm like, that's all out of his car. And I did the same thing.
Whatever.
I like monsters.
Did you have a job?
Yeah, we both did. We.
Was she sending you money?
No.
So you were living with inside your means.
Yeah, I wasn't asking my mom for money. I would budget, but then again, I was spending money on monsters and this and that.
But there's a big difference. You footing the bill than someone else footing the bill.
Yeah. So she just wanted to know what was up, and I tried to explain this to him too. And he's not a stupid guy. I was like, hey, this you're doing this.
You're effing up. Let's get our shit together.
There's 2 of these. And at one point, he was doing the 2 Red Bulls, which is everyone knows that's like 5 something. And the 5-hour energies are $3 a shot. So he had the 2 Red Bulls and the 5-hour. Let's call it $9 times 7 times 4 weeks. In a month.
No, it adds up really fast.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I hate to say it, but there it is.
Yeah, I have like one of these a month.
Yeah, I still drink the drinks, but I'm nowhere near like I was. If when I went real crazy on my money saving thing, I cut it out completely. I went to the free black coffee at work. And just nothing extra. We would not go out to eat. We would, it was.
Well, going out to eat sometimes cheaper.
Can be.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Little Caesars.
Yeah.
My God. That's the cheapest meal you can get in this town.
Oh yeah, $5 and feed. I would say 2 people get pretty full off a $5 pizza. Half a pizza's a lot of food. I think
we've done it at work, man.
Yeah, totally.
Like 3 of us will get like one cheap, stupid pizza, and I'm full. At home I can eat a whole damn pizza damn near, but
right.
When I'm relaxing. But at work, at least it's enough to get you going and
make a turd.
Yeah, you don't have to get full. You just have to get the craving out.
Yeah, exactly.
And lately I've been doing the whole no carbs, sugar, and except for today is my cheat day, so I got myself a
That's the thing with diets. I did
bagel.
a lot of research on them because at one point I was fairly heavy for my height, and
yeah, you don't look like it.
I was.
Were you a chunker?
Yeah, I got some pictures. You'd be like,
I gotta see
okay,
these.
you have work.
I gotta see these pictures.
Yeah, I got one where I'm in this raft at Lake Selmac and I'm rowing away. And
you look like the raft.
Holy moly! Or actually, I got one on top of the BMX starting hill 3 years ago when I.
But that means you're faster coming down the hill.
Right? Yeah, I was at inertia.
Mass time speed.
Yep. Object in motion and all, but did a lot of the research on the diets and once a week have a cheat meal. Have a soda.
That's where I went wrong the last time.
Oh yeah, because
I didn't do cheats ever.
Yeah, I went a year and a half with 0 sugar, quite literally, and I remember this very vividly. I had a Twix bar, and it had been a long time.
Yep.
And I took a bite, and like I started to chew it, and as soon as you got the taste,
The sugar started to fill your body.
oh my God, like your body just all of a sudden you get this release of endorphins or
Yep.
whatnot, and my eyes opened up, and I was like, holy shit.
It is a chemical.
I looked at the Twix bar, and I took another bite, and it just like, God, it was like drugs, man.
It is drugs.
It was crazy. And 9 out of 10, well, 10 out of 10 lab rats agree, actually. But
Every one of
that's
them
a
will
documentary you can watch. That one's great.
Every one of them will eat a Twix bar, I promise.
But it was crazy because I hadn't had sugar, like that kind of sugar for so long. It's like I was drinking a lot of kombucha. It has sugar in it.
Gross.
But, well, there's some that are, yes, but there are brands that taste better. But I was doing it for the probiotic, the digestive
Yeah,
health.
however,
But once every week or so, you got to have a cheat meal, dude. Like, we would go out and, we'd have a cheat meal, soda, get some shit dessert. And then, that was Saturday night for us when we were dieting like crazy. But, I went the one time for so long without sugar. When I had it again, you fall off the wagon completely.
Well, you see, your body, when it comes to high fructose corn syrup, especially, which is pretty much what I'm drinking here.
Yeah.
That is the preferred fuel that your body wants to burn over pretty much anything you put in there. So, right now, when I started drinking this, my body's turned off burning fat and turned on burning this.
High fruit, yeah.
Until it's gone, and then it'll go back to burning fat.
Right.
But that's the thing. It's really horrible for you. Back in the day, they did a bunch of studies which they suppressed. Well, it was sugars and corn syrups and the differences. So cane sugar is actually better for you. The best sugar, I think, is the all-natural, not bleached, not processed.
Generally.
Right. But cane sugar, is the stuff they process, is still better than high fructose corn syrup. That is just bad. Your body loves
Processed.
it. And I'm pretty sure that alcohol, it's the same thing. So once you get alcohol in your system, you get the same high fructose corn syrup. It's just in an alcohol form. Then turns back to sugar in your body.
Oh, hey, we got to work on this.
So why dudes have beer bellies?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens. So why dudes have beer bellies is because they drink beer and they end up, they get a little. It's not.
It's when you do it
fat.
daily too, because your body gets used to
Right.
this.
So it starts storing that, even though these guys may be on a other strict diet, but those sugars and stuff, they're burning those first.
It's amazing, alcohol and then beer.
You mean shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Evil shenanigans. Shenanigans, right?
Shenanigans.